So there's a little trick that I wanted to show you with material symbols, okay? I just found this out and it's super useful whether you're on Waybar or Quickshell or literally anything. Now Waybar is pretty simple, and so I'm just going to show you with that first. So just go to config. Let's actually start Waybar. Waybar ampersand disown. There you go. So we've got Waybar started, and yeah, that seems to have messed up the icons a little bit. But of course, we're going to fix that. Let me show you what it's about. So config Waybar config.jsonc. And also we need to pull up the style.css. Big Waybar style.css. So you pull this up here. And one thing that you want to do is get rid of material symbols rounded, because this is actually going to be something that I show you in just a second, right? So you do that, and let's kill Waybar, just restart it. So Waybar ampersand. Okay, let's just keep it like this. So there you go. So these are your default normal icons, right? But there's actually a better icon set, and that is material icons. So let me show you that. And this we will get to later. This is the Quickshell part. But first, let me show you material icons. fonts.google.com/icons. You go here, and this is basically the entire icon set that newer Android is using. So Android 16, Android 17, both of those operating systems are using this set of icons, of course, if it shows up, right? So let me just pick an example icon. Let's look for battery, and we'll hit refresh. Wait for it to load. There you go. So you see a bunch of different battery icons, and this is the exact one that's used on Android. So as you can see, these ones are definitely better, okay? It's just single-handedly better. So that's what I'm going to help you use. Now, the trick that I'm going to be talking about here is you do not have to actually copy and paste the icon itself. So the way that material symbols rounded, or literally any material symbols variant, for example, okay, is it takes a bunch of characters. So you've heard of ligatures, haven't you? Ligature is basically like taking two separate glyphs, okay? And when you put those glyphs next to each other, it just makes it look like it's one glyph. So most likely, if you're a programmer, you have seen fonts like code, which have lots of ligatures, which means that they take lots of different characters that are really common, like double equal to, triple equal to, not double equal to. They just take that and then they make it look as though it's one thing. So let me show you that as an example, okay? So programming ligatures, and you will see that this is what Fira looks like. Fira code. So this is what a ligature looks like. A bunch of different glyphs just joined together to make it look like one, so that your eye helps, parse it much faster. Now, where ligatures come into material symbols is it takes whatever characters, whatever glyphs that you chain together, and it looks whether there's an icon name that actually matches that chain of characters, that string of characters. So let me show you here. Let's go to network, for example, right? Or even battery. So let's go to battery, and you see these are the icons that we're using. Now, okay, instead of battery, we can make this much easier, and let's just say, okay, what else can we use if not battery? Okay, now, how about pulse audio? The pulse audio, we don't really have that many icons. All we have is just like, what, 3 icons. Okay, so we have the speaker icon. Where's the speaker icon? I'm pretty sure it's here. This is icon, format icons. Okay, default. Default, you have the volume low as well as the volume high. So right now we're using the second volume icon. Now, watch what happens when I change the font here to include material symbols. So material symbols rounded. Rounded is just the best variant because it seems the most modern. So I use that. Of course, if you reload, some of it is going to break. Wait, quit both. Waybar. Yeah, so some of it is going to break, of course, because one's a nerd font, and yeah, it's just going to break. So that's something we're going to have to fix later. Regardless, you see this volume icon here. I can replace it for whatever. Okay, that's just rendering a video. Yeah, whatever other icon that I wanted to render. So let's see. So this is volume. Let's say I wanted to turn it into the settings icon for whatever reason. I go here, I find the icon name. So the icon name is settings. And then I just put the icon name here. So I just put settings, write the change, close it, reload. And of course, it's printing the word settings. Why would it not print the word settings, right? Ah, I think I know why. Okay, so you actually have to display this in material symbols rounded. So for pulse audio specifically, you need to go here. Okay, find where it says custom pulse audio. So where's that? Pulse audio. Pulse audio. Okay, here it is. Let's change font family to material symbols rounded. Change it to that. A semicolon. Okay, do this. And there you go. There's actually our settings icon, and you see the 78%. Of course, the rest of it is bugged, so you actually have to pass in normal font. like SF Pro Display, close, restart, and of course it's still fucked up because there are still glyphs, they just look like this. So you get the idea, right? This is how it's supposed to work. Now with Waybar, okay, it actually behaves way more different than when you compare it to Quickshell. That's actually what I wanted to show you as well. So technically this works in Waybar, but then it leaves the rest of your modules looking all janky, which isn't fun, which is where Quickshell comes in, right? Quickshell does not have any of these issues whatsoever. That's just rendering a video, so let that be there. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying Quickshell doesn't have any of these issues whatsoever. So I can just q-p playground poly Quickshell. That pulls up this particular thing, right? So right here, I'm using the same exact approach. Let me go ahead and pull up VS Codium so you can see the same approach being used inside of Quickshell. So I've taken the Wi-Fi.qml module, for example, and here, okay, so this is code, this is QML code, but there's no need for you to, be too confused about it. Let's just see what this is doing here, okay? So we're defining something called pill, and inside of the pill, we have an icon property. So this icon property basically is going to have a bunch of icons. Now, let's actually choose a simpler one so that it's easier to understand, okay? So this pill thing I have defined, it's kind of like a type. So here you have pill.qml, and inside of this pill, there's an icon, and the icon is schedule, which is what you're seeing here, okay? Clock.qml, time, schedule, which is what you're seeing, okay? So let's go to pill.qml so you can see what actually the properties are here. So whenever you're calling the pill, okay, you're going to have to pass it 3 different things. So first thing is the icon, which is a string, then the icon color, which is passed here, and then you have a text. This text, which is an empty string. Both of these are empty strings by default. And this is the padding on either side of the text, but that is irrelevant right now. So as for the actual, icon itself, okay, this is the icon square. So here you have another component called pill icon, and that too is accepting an icon, which takes root.icon. And here it's taking an icon color, which is root.icon color. This ID of this rectangle is root.icon and root.icon color. That's how it's referring to it. Now, if you're going to pill icon, this is what you're seeing. This is the actual icon part of this particular rectangle, okay? And let me just walk you through this. So first of all, you have an icon here, and you have an icon color, which is theme.text. So inside of theme, you have a text color. That's where it gets it from. So this is a nudge. This basically just moves the icon to the right ever so slightly. Now, I have a very keen eye for this because I've been writing Hyprland for like a ridiculously long amount of time, like basically 4 years, right? If you count my writing years in total, like including Windows, I've been writing for 6 years ever since 2020. So yeah, definitely quite some time. And so because of that, my eye has gotten quite used to seeing things be perfectly centered. And so because of, stuff like font sizes and optical sizing and, just padding and margin inherent to the font itself, it might be a little bit off-centered. And of course, I cannot tolerate that because I just have such an eye for perfection. So I just have added this nudge to move it ever so slightly towards the center until I feel like every icon is literally perfectly centered. That's why this exists. And I've got the width, height, color, top left radius, top bottom radius. This is all fine. This is the part that's actually the text, that's actually rendering the icon. So here, you center anchors.center in parent, anchors.horizontal center offset. That's just the nudge. Now the text, the actual text is going to be root.icon, which is over here. Color is this. Now the font family, these 3 are the most important things because this is what actually decides the icon that's going to be used. So font family is theme.icon font, theme.icon size. Okay, this is for the size of the font, and you have variable axes, which is theme.icon axes. So let's go over to theme.qml, scroll all the way down so you see what this is about. So here, fonts, this is defined properly, right? So this is the font for icons, the icon font. So here, let me just give you the explanation, right? I've already written it down. So material symbols works by ligature. You just write the icon name like Wi-Fi or battery_full, and the font swaps those letters for the icon. Now, the reason why this works in Quickshell and not inside of Waybar is because in Waybar, whatever module that you have, okay, that module has to use one font by necessity. You can't have one part of the module using one font and another part of the module using a different font. That's exactly why Quickshell is so much better than Waybar, because it allows you to make status bars like this. Gives you unlimited customization, basically. So here, basically what's this saying? Keep this in material symbols family. Any other font draws the word Wi-Fi, and you can browse the names or whatever. So if you wanted to see what it actually does, let's just switch this to a nerd font, okay? JetBrains, mono, nerd font. And if you want this exact status bar, by the way, like this exact one in Quickshell, like if you want the code, I give it to you inside of Hyper Accelerator as an additional bonus. So if I just show you right here, inside of Hyper Accelerator 2.0, I teach you how to make this bar, first of all, inside of All Hail Quickshell. This is a 2-hour-long beast. It took me just over a week to make, okay? Absolutely, like 2 hours long. I poured my heart and soul, every single thing that I had, distilling all the concepts that I've learned in Quickshell, including this material symbols icon thing. I've put it all inside of this module. So if you'll notice, okay, I teach you and I walk you through the code literally like nobody else, okay? So if I speed things up quite a lot, and if I don't really go too much into detail when it comes to the code, yeah, there's definitely none of that happening here because I stay with every single part, making sure that you understand before we move on. So if that's something that you want, of course, and the additional bonuses, this is the pill bar. I give you the code. You can just download, rip it apart, use it for whatever purposes that you have to. So if this is something that you want, you can go ahead, click the first link in the description and check out Hyper Accelerator. Now there's also Max, but I will get to that a bit later, okay? So let's just say I change the font, and of course, everything changes. So this turns into schedule, it turns into volume, battery, and blah, blah, blah. It's going to be all fucked up. So let's go to material symbols rounded, and the font returns. Now, of course, I can change rounded to whatever other font style is there. So let's say you have different weights, you have different grades, different optical sizes. So instead of outlined, you have rounded and you have sharp. So you can choose whatever style that you want to. And Bob's your uncle. Now, as for the icon axes, this is also something that you should know because if you're going to be writing in Quickshell, I might as well teach you. And well, yeah, let me just be your teacher, okay? So here, material symbols ships as one variable font. 4 axes shape every icon on the bar. And because I have OCD, I literally have to format comments like this. Otherwise, I'm literally going to want to kill myself, which is why the formatting is so neat, literally in every single file. That's why, just in case you were wondering. So fill. This is the different axes of the font. So fill is 0, 1 is solid, 0 is outlined, 1 is solid, and values between actually end up working. The weight, this is the stroke thickness, 100 thin to 700 bold. So to show you live how that works, let's go to something like 300, and the icon becomes very fucking thin to the point where you can barely see it. So 700 it is. Then you have grad. So this is the emphasis tweak. You've got -25 to 200. You go to 200, there you go. It's very, very emphasized. And if you go to a -25, it's as, less emphasized as it can get. I like to leave it at a 0 because it never harmed anybody, and I don't think it ever will. It's okay. There you go. Then you have OPSC, so ops is whatever, the size that you draw it. So the font tunes proportions. So the size I'm drawing at in this case is going to be what? What's the font size? Icon size is 16, so I can just change optical sizing to 16 so that it can tune the proportions however that it feels it has to. I can change this to something like 200, and it's going to do things to the font. There you go. It makes it, just seem that much thinner. It's like adds a bit more detail, stuff like that. You can control optical sizing to get whatever kind of icon that you want to. But anyway, there you go. There's that. So that's all the stuff that I wanted to tell you inside of, this thing, inside of this video. This basically, you have material symbols and you have this font that you can use inside of Quickshell, inside of Waybar. It's working inside of Waybar is just meh, it's whack as fuck. But inside of Quickshell, works perfectly, and what more can I say, right? And also, if you want to learn how to make status bars like this one, along with a dynamic island style shell that I usually show in my other videos, that is Max, the second link in the description. So you can go ahead, check out Hyper Accelerator as well as Max. Check out what path that you specifically want to be on, whether you just want to get started with Quickshell, make a basic ass bar like this, and then never touch Quickshell again, or whether you want to get to the point where you're making stuff like End4, Iliamiro, as well as Dank Material Shell, Noctalia, Celestia, all the big guys. If you want to be able to make rices that compete with them, make rices that look as good as them on your own while still able to maintain them, while still being more lightweight than them, well, that of course is Max. So you can go ahead, click both links in the description, check out whichever's a fit for you. But trust me, both of them are going to be a fit for you because here I cover Lua, which is used extensively inside of Max. So go ahead, check both those out, and well, have a great rest of your day. Like the video, hit like if you loved it and want to see more like this in your feed, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Stay racing. Mwah.